Hi students, this is Dr. Soundlaya here to explain you 17 CV61 Construction Management and Entrepreneurships Module number 2 Topic 4 Construction Equipment's Cost. So now let's move on to the topic. So now let us start with the cost of equipment. So the equipment cost is divided into two. Number one is the ownership cost, and number two is the operational and maintenance cost. So in the ownership cost, if you see, these are the fixed costs and it is annual in nature. And when you take the operational and maintenance cost, these are variable cost, which is not fixed, and it's not annual in nature. It comes whenever there is a necessity. So under ownership cost, you again have four subheadings. One, initial capital cost, or it's called the purchase price. Two, depreciation. Three, investment or interest cost. Four is insurance, tax and storage cost. All these put together forms the total ownership cost. So when you take the operational and maintenance cost, there are again six subheadings: operational cost, maintenance and repair cost, which consists of the tire cost also, and number three, consumable costs, in which you have the fuel cost and lubricating oil cost. Number four, mobilization and demobilization cost. Number five, equipment operation cost. Number six, special items cost. So under estimation of ownership costs, this is the first one, which is the fixed cost. We are going to see all the four subheadings now. So estimation of ownership cost, if you see, the initial thing is the initial cost. So under initial cost, if you take 25% of the total cost invested during the equipment's useful life is nothing but the initial cost. So the initial cost generally consists of price at the factory plus extra equipments plus sales tax, cost of shipping, cost of assembly and erection. So the second type of ownership cost is the depreciation cost. So depreciation is nothing but decline in market value of a piece of equipment due to age. So just imagine you have bought a phone worth of 10,000 rupees. So after 2 years, if you want to sell it back, will the people or the shopkeeper take it back in the same 10,000 rupees? No, they'll ask for a lesser price, right? So that lesser price is because of the wear and tear, or just simply the time has passed from the date of purchase. So that value, the lesser value, is nothing but the depreciation cost. So the third one is the investment or interest costs. It is a very interesting topic. So now let us imagine two scenarios. So case one, the company wants to buy an equipment by taking a loan because they don't have that much money, so they are going to take a loan. So now case two is the company spends from its own pocket to buy the equipment. So in the first case, the company must pay back the loan and the interest. And in the second case, the company could have used this money somewhere else instead of investing in this equipment. Hence, for both the cases, the company is going to take some part of the revenue generated in form of the investment cost or the interest cost. So to calculate it, we have two formulas, as you can see here. So number one is when salvage value is not there, there's a different formula. When salvage value is there, there is a different formula. What is salvage value? It is the amount of money the company can get by selling the equipment back. Okay, so now let us move on to the next topic, the fourth one, which is insurance, tax and storage cost. So cost occurred due to fire, theft, accident and liability insurance comes under the insurance cost. Storage cost include the cost of rent and maintenance of equipment, storage yards and wages of the guards and the employees. And the last one is the cost of the insurance and tax, which is generally taken as the annual basis. So total ownership cost is nothing but the depreciation, investment cost, insurance cost, tax and storage cost put together. So now let us move on to the second type of equipment cost, which is nothing but the operational and maintenance cost. You can see it in the flowchart again, the second topic. So under this, we move on to the first topic, cost of operating the construction equipment. So they are incurred only when the equipment is actually used, this is a variable cost, as I have already told you. It is not fixed and it depends on several factors like operating hours, the type of the equipment used, and location and working condition of the operation. So the second cost is the maintenance and repair cost, which actually constitutes the largest amount of the operating expense. And this cost generally comes because of wear and tear of the equipment. Generally, the maintenance and repair costs get higher as the equipment gets older. So good maintenance, timely attention to recommended services, and daily cleaning can extend the life of the equipment. So, under this, we can see one more topic under maintenance costs. We have something called as a tire cost. Why we have this as a separate cost is because the life expectancy of rubber tires is generally far less than the life of the equipment. Hence, the depreciation rate of the tires is going to be different from the depreciation rate of the rest of the vehicle. So, there's a formula there given here to find the tire replacement and repair cost. So now let's move on to the third topic, consumable costs. So for any equipment to run, it requires fuel, lubrication and other petroleum products. And other than this, filters, hoses and strainers and other small parts are also used in the equipment time and again. So these all comes under consumable costs. So here we have two costs. One is the fuel cost. So to find the fuel cost, or hourly fuel cost, what we do is we multiply the hourly fuel consumption by the unit cost of the fuel. So that's the formula to find out fuel cost. So the next one is the lubricating oil cost. So what we do here is it's a common practice to change the oil for every 100 to 200 hours. The next topic here is mobilization and demobilization cost. So this is the cost of moving an equipment from one job site to another. So this includes the freight charges, unloading cost, assembly or erection cost if it is there, highway permits, duties and special freight costs. All these comes under mobilization and demobilization cost. So the next one is the equipment operator cost. So the person who is handling the equipment must be paid overtime or premium charges, workmen's compensation insurance, social security taxes, bonus and other fringe benefits, because this actually serves as the salary for this person who is operating this equipment. So the last topic in this topic is the special items cost. So the cost of replacing high wear items is generally coming under special items cost. So the unit cost is divided by the expected life to yield cost per hour. Thanks for watching the video.